Hey everybody, welcome to Richie's Rainbow Ride. So, I have started down my journey of tarot, oracle, psychic mediumship, and I got this message months ago to try and start doing readings for, I guess, those who are watching and those who will start watching. And just to kind of add to everything that's going on, yeah, light up my car. I know Richie's Rainbow Ride. That is actually a really good point. So this is just going to be like a rough kind of go at it, because that little message is saying future and forward, Rainbow Ride only. Whee! So I am using my quantum deck, and I love this deck for high galactic vibrational energies that come through. And as I was starting to work with my cards, I've just looked at the bottom of the deck and I immediately was told to go right to, and we're just going to keep going with that because I'm already getting the information that I need, right into the star card, which would be the star card in the quantum deck. But when I see this card, I immediately start going right to, and I've seen this energy come through for me, our cosmic guardians are coming through. Our cosmic guardians are coming through. And I'm getting Neptune energies, more so like cosmic water energies that are coming in. All these new energies and frequencies that are rummaging through to help bring back our cosmic awareness. And that's 7, that's 8 stars out there for some of you. Some of you are starting to see 8 stars in the magic coding and pulling through the fire energies of also the divine masculine. We also are learning how to balance the sphere codes that came through months ago. And the more I'm gonna just go into the card in the video recording, man. Those star codes also brought up a lot of reflective imaging that we needed to go through to see the things that were no longer serving us, as well as how to activate, acclimate, and assimilate those codes. And there are more stargates opening up, as we already know in one of my previous videos, I said that. These Stargate codes are not just going to further up the rainbow prism codes, but there will be what I have gotten hit with in the past and forgot about it till this moment, comet codes. Comet codes will bring in the cosmic side of us. These are totally energies that never got to Gaia before, except for a long, long, long time ago, dears. Palladian energies. Also, for some of you out there, I'm being told to speak about the birds of light that you may be seeing in your meditations. They could be angelic birds of light, Christ consciousness birds of light, phoenix birds of light, and fae birds of light. And also to speak about the quatrain beings, that they are coming in and they are from a system further away. And bringing in more of this divine masculine energy, and being told that it's okay to have our vehicles, meaning our human bodies, structured to how we feel they should look, not society programming, but how we feel comfortable, by listening to our intuition, tapping into our star aspects of ourselves, unlocking our omega codes, as well as I'm getting Einstein from looking in this visual of E equals MC squared, because some of you are about to skyrocket into super intelligence if you are already not doing that. Heart fire explosions are what I'm hearing. I know you guys want to see what this card is for the divine masculine. I know, right? Like, I got all that. Oh, wait, and I'm being told that some of you out there are waking up to lineages that you're questioning because you haven't seen them out there. Please write them down, because guess what? Maybe you're a king or a queen that's supposed to come here to bring that information through to help us remember other things. Drink water, guys. Totally drink water. Just so you know, when I read my tarot cards, in case any of you out there, and it was 444 when I said that, I don't read them standardly. I go into them. That's the mechanical way to read cards, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But when you're doing it from a higher perspective, hence why I'm using the quantum cards, all bets are off, and you get what you get while you get it. I'm also hearing from this card that some of your root chakras are exploding as you're moving through healing trauma and pain. Some of you need to pay attention to the number 10 that's on this card, or reverse it to the number 1. But if you look at that card, you can see the lower part of their spine exploding. There is a warrior in that card. That is also what's going to help bring through manifestations, because that root will light up your sacral and then light up your solar plexus. And you will start to see these colors in meditations. So just pay attention to that. This is not for everybody. This is some of you guys out there. Yeah, and this is what it's like when I'm reading for my guests here in person. And sometimes I mix 3 tarot decks, which is, I'm sure you guys are all used to that. And then I throw oracle cards in, which actually just speak to me like also messages. Psychic intuitive. Some of you are going into psychic intuitive abilities, which is foreign. Some of you are seeing the green, I call them the Tron spectrum, which is literally building, where everything just looks like lines and all that stuff. And I love this card. Keep raising those vibrations. Come up out of those vibrations. You notice how I'm covering now the bottoms of these, because I'm literally getting what I'm getting. I've been getting Jupiter, a lot of Jupiter over the last few days. I just go with what I get, and I have faith in what I'm getting. But Jupiter and Omega and Egypt, Syrian, some of you are realizing and going, oh crap, man, I didn't know that. Now you do. And I'm seeing there's something else in here I need to say. If some of you are hearing to combine water and electricity with magnets, wow, that is just so random. I love that. There's a reason for that. Your light body is calling for a cleansing. It doesn't mean literally combine water, electricity, and magnets. It means cleanse yourself with water. Electricity is probably the EMFs affecting you, and the magnets help to further your electrical light through your body while also pulling out things that are not pure. And it's vibratorially raising you. Just lots of information on that stuff. And just need to drop codes of light will bring about lots of light. They're coming from further away now. These codes, these abundant blessings are coming from further and further and further away. Some of you are actually seeing what the downloads look like, and as I'm seeing glitter flashes around me, and we're realizing more and more that the root power is where a lot of that programming is. Just take a look at that centerpiece right there, which has been causing us to energetically shatter as we're going through our awakenings and lining up into ourselves. Oh, I call this the static shock card. Some of my empaths out there are experiencing static shock from this root programming. I actually just did a read on somebody today that was this very exact message. So rubies, some rubies out there, like some of you, if you're a Cancer, some pieces of ruby, and for some of you out there, just ruby, what are those called? Swarovskis. Those little crystals can help heal our root working and stuff like that. Some of you are up there getting vortexes of light upgrades where you can literally see the codes downloading into yourself. And some of you out there are experiencing more of your shamanic aspects, because see this little here? See that? That's a kitty cat to me. That's a jaguar. And it's also like a panther. And I told you, different kind of read, everybody. I'm hearing some of you need to come off of the computer because it's actually melting your own psychic awareness. Too many distractions. Oh, that's interesting. I've never heard this before. Our lungs, as we're activating and upgrading, will kind of be purging programmed goo, things that we didn't know were locked up inside of us. Because the lungs, I'm hearing, affect our heart energy, and it will help with that a lot. Oh, okay. Please don't be afraid to look into the mirror. Don't be afraid of your shadow side. What you see reflecting is easier to face if you accept it and acknowledge it than if you just keep stuffing it and stuffing it and stuffing it and creating this inner vortex of inconsistency. This is for you guys out there. Somebody else could read this card differently. Hey, more power to you. But this is what I'm getting, because it's going to resonate with some of you out there. Tell yourself, hey, I love you, and you're doing a great freaking job, man. Some of you are going through whirlwinds right now, like almost I'm seeing like feeling like gray clouds as we're going through all of this stuff, as your butterflies are starting to fly upward. And your frequencies are a little wonky. This word, I think, haunts a lot of us, grounding. But getting grounded means grounding your vibration, but not just that. And what does that mean, grounding your vibration? Keep your vibration high, but if your vibration is high and you're like this, grounding means grounding it like a pillar. I know, right? I know. Sometimes it just comes through like that. Tell yourself, I love you. That's what you gotta do, man. Just say, I love you guys. I love you guys. And some of you are already seeing interdimensionally and going back to your home worlds and going back to some of your lineages. And some of you out there, I'm going wink, wink, because I'm encountering more and more of this as, you know, ascension, and more people are awakening to who and what they are. I'm also going to the radioactive symbol. Some of you out there are doing things that are radioactively disrupting yourself. You know when it's time to move on. And this card I'm going with now, I didn't even know that's what this was. I am now going to, this is a light tower card. All of a sudden, after I said that radioactive thing, if your towers are crumbling, 1, 2, 3, 4 on that, let the tower go. Push through, transmute, experience the flow of moving forward through that tower and climb up, because it's being divinely guided. Oh, I love this combo. As you are birthing the new you, fly like an eagle. It's happening for you, not to you. I have said this in other videos, and some of us are going through it again. And I want you to pay attention to the wand, and somebody needs to pay attention to this. Arcturians, Palladians, and Lyrans. Some of you are hitting that awareness of what you are, and kings and queens, and you're questioning what's going on. Well, this is what's going on. You're going from root, sacral, and solar plexus to higher, remembering the crown, remembering the higher, remembering your omega, undoing programming. Some of you were affected by the moon phases. It's so interesting that these are the same kind of informations that I was getting earlier, which means it's more along the lines of the collective. But you're birthing. Some of you are birthing the removing of negative energy. Some of you are birthing new ideas. Remember, this is a golden experience. This is the new age of Gaia's golden era. And that's what we're doing right now. And I have to say it's 1414. And yin and yang, masculine and feminine, once you can start blurring the line between feminine energy and masculine energy, just kind of referring to it as opposed to labeling it, and there's a difference, it brings about more of a divine union. I am seeing the letter A in this card. I don't know who out there is A, but I'm seeing the letter A. So for some of you guys out there, A, and somebody else, or some of you out there, lightning elementals. And now we're going to the 9 of pentacles. 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 9 of pentacles We're going to go to Zeus. And some of you that are still going through shadow stuff, see the shadow, embrace the fire the shadow is burning through you so that you can start to soar. Because there's actually, I am seeing a lot in this card. I am seeing a mouth. I am seeing to remember the programming. I'm being told that you're being rebooted to honor your energies, to remember your crowns of light, and to start to remember your ancestry. Like I'm being told to kind of do this for some of you out there. This is towards my shamanic practitioners going on. And if some of you are being drawn to the red planet, that is so interesting. With things being promised to you. Oh, that's really interesting. Red planet, fire planet, all that stuff is no bueno, no bueno. There are things that we're working towards. Pay attention to if you're communicating with your higher guidance, what your higher guidance is saying, so you can start discerning what messages are of true high vibration and what messages are kind of, I love this, keeping you flying in the stars while also keeping you in the glue goo. Okay, well, I think that was a whole 17 minutes of everything. So now we're gonna bring this towards me. This was, I love plugging in with the computer chips, as I call them. Yeah, so the red planet situation, I'm sure some of you are like, what the hell are you talking about and all that stuff, but I know some of you out there are like, oh, I've seen the red planet. The red planet that's on fire, I went through that on my ascension journey, and this is just as guidance to see through that spectrum to find the true divine light path. We are working towards what we're working towards, and we know what feels heart-based authentic, what feels higher level authentic, what feels just focus on the skeletal face, non-corruptive and corruptive. You know, sometimes we have to make deposits on what our new paths are going to be so that we can start claiming our abundance that's coming through, and moving forward and starting on our new path. This is the One of Wands for some of you out there wondering what this is. I just see like atomic creation from this and moving into that and moving out of the spectrum of me, and moving it more into we, while we are doing me for we, and she being Gaia. That was something that just came through. This is literally what it is totally like when I'm doing my readings. It's like, I am just spitting this out. I apologize. Just please try and keep up. And 9 out of 10 times people keep up. And then sometimes people are like, what does that mean? And I'm like, well, let's slow down and let's figure that out. What does that mean? It just means keep doing your work. Touch your heart. Speak to your heart. If you're having an issue connecting to your higher self, I have said this before and I'm going to say it again. Let's stay focused on how it feels. And I will be posting a guided meditation to just help you guys find your higher guidance. I know this is is this the King of Pentacles? I think this is the King of Pentacles, but I'm not looking at it like that. I am looking at you finding, I actually want to reverse it like this, so that through all of this frequency jamming, all of this vibrational jamming, you can find your divine connection, your matrix of leadership, so to speak, because we're all born leaders and we're all here to help. I gotta look at the card, something else wants to come through. For those of you feeling upside down right now in your world, you're about to go right side up. As long as you are listening to your intuition, please, I'm hearing, stop talking to other people on what you should and shouldn't do unless you feel guided to speak to them. The more you work your intuition, the stronger that muscle becomes. The more you work your gifts, the stronger they become. If you start comparing yourself to what other gifts are out there, guess what's going to happen? You're going to be doing this. And this is, look what's happening. Look what's happening. Whoa, I was told to throw it out of my hand. That's what'll happen, guys. We don't want that, guys. We want to find ourselves. We want to find our rainbow codes and dance in the stars while the higher ups are helping us, our higher up aspects and those that are working with those higher ups. This spectrum, this cannot calculate this spectrum. So let's just focus on what we can calculate on while we are learning and finding our cosmic pieces of the puzzle. Oh, okay. You see this little speck down here? I know, it's like you wouldn't even notice that. I was told to turn it around. As we're releasing and healing, it's okay to speak about what we're releasing. I feel like as some of us become aware of how powerful these words are, we at times may be afraid to release that stuff. But the universe knows when we're releasing, just like the universe knows that right now this is coming through for higher guidance to help you guys. And it really will help. And there are more rainbow waves coming. The waves are going to keep coming. They're going to keep coming. You know, I found a video. There will be photon waves. There will be plasma waves. They're going to keep coming. There will be interplanetary waves. Again, comet waves, cosmic waves, quantum waves. They come and they come and they come. And you want to write them down because everybody plays a part in the grand band. You're not just in the stand. We're all in the band. If you feel like you're in the stand or you're just left alone in the sand, that's a personal feeling. That's a personal feeling. It's probably touching on something from your root. Or even, I know this is a pentacle card, but I'm going with the green energy card, in your heart chakra. It's trauma that could just need to be healed and move through, and, you know, crying like a child will actually help with that. And I'm being told, that's it, babies. Higher guidance is saying thank you and knowing when to stop. And always know there are helping hands around you guys. Can I say this one? The lifetimes where we have been hunted, beheaded, burned, ripped off of our stallions, betrayed, stabbed, dominated by the masculine energies, they're over. The stars are pouring in for us at this point. We have to believe that. Please choose to believe. Somebody needs to pay attention to almost number 12 back there. So we're going to go with 1157, 1158, and for some of you that are going through some transitions, 1159. Anything else? I need to show you guys this. Really? The girls. Of course, this would not be complete without some Fae girls. So just a little creation. If you're feeling inspired to make things, ding, 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 ding. Start building, guys. Start building. It's actually meditation to build, and you get like little downloads where you're building, and it's a cooperative effort. So I just love that. Pick a card, any card, pick a card. This one. If you want to see your higher ups, I know this is the Two of Swords. I'm not even seeing that though. We need to take the blinders off so that we can feel the higher ups. I am totally seeing a Lyran face there, and I'm seeing a ram head there. So that's just a little FYI. And then I go this way, and it's just a standard Two of Swords. And then I go this way, and what do I see this way? Ooh, I can see a lunar eclipsing, and there's something here. Somebody needs to pay attention to this. Somebody will understand what this is. What is that? I need to see that. Oh, I'm just getting plasmic waves. Well, that's it, guys. I am so happy that I ventured into this. I gotta show you guys this again. Somebody needs to see the Six of Pentacles. Actually, just the Six of Pentacles for some of you out there. And I believe that is overflowing of abundance from a family source. And this, Einstein. What did I say before? Einstein Some of you are going to become super intelligent. Just because you were not smart in book school doesn't mean you are not super intelligent outside of that. I got to just let it stay right there and rock it off. Rock it off, rock it off, rock it off. And some of you may have Einstein as a guide. Hey, just saying. All right, much love, my loves. And I hope this helps some of you out there. Yes, his crown was blown wide open. We know this already. And I will be doing a guided meditation. I just love these cards. They are so pretty, so pretty. Oh, wait, I gotta show somebody one other card. Oh, no, when I see it. I just love this card. This card, and I've said this before, reminds me of Jem and the Holograms. It makes me want to watch cartoons. Cartoons that you always loved as a child, go back to them if you can find them. And in this day and age, they are all over the place, everybody. They will help raise your vibrations so much, like so much. They'll keep you happy, joyous. And when you're really down and your spectrum is all over the place and shattering, it'll help bring some star physical feeling back to yourself. Just like that, just like that. Oh yeah, this is Sodalite, because I'm all of a sudden hearing someone's gonna wanna know what ring this is. This is a Sodalite ring. I kept wanting it to be Lapis Lazuli, but it's Sodalite. And textures. Some of you out there may be working with textures, whether it be fabric, clothing, fabric would be clothing, wall textures, building wall textures, gravitational pulls of the room. Oh yeah, big download on that one. And I'm now hearing that I'm done. That was actually a lot of fun. I'm so super happy, so super happy, so super happy, so super happy, so super happy. We are satellites for, yeah, I was totally having like a Richie moment. We are satellites for the light rays that are coming through to download an anchor. Let go and choose to come out of the shadows. It's okay now. It's absolutely okay now. It's absolutely okay now. Let's all take care of Gaia. Where'd that card go? I'm gonna sign off with this. Let's all take care of Mother Gaia, Sister Gaia. Mother, Sister Gaia. Mother, Sister Gaia, guys. Yes. And Divinity wants you to know that you're all doing a great job. We're all doing a great job. We're all doing a great job. And I love you guys. This experience keeps growing and glowing and getting more and more magical and amazing. And yeah, I know I'm usually really jovial, but for some reason when I read the cards, like I get very like whoosh, like the best way to describe it is the masculine energy comes flying forward. And I'm like, what's going on, guys? All right, I love you guys, and I need to just point out my amethyst. Some of you out there, it's good for a lot of protection and intuition and higher connection. All right, we got this, dudes and dudettes. I love you, and let's keep on rolling. Yo, I'm about to break into some Clueless right now. Somebody out there needs to hear Clueless. Rolling with the homies. Oh yeah, rolling with the homies. And I need to mention Sonic the Hedgehog, like the video game. Like if you enjoy playing Sonic the Hedgehog, you can actually, we can do what now? Oh, I did not know that. I thought that was only on TV. We can actually get downloads playing some of our favorite video games. That's a new one. I did not know that. I love you guys.